If you're not getting enough sleep, then it doesn't matter how great your diet is or how hard you're lifting in the gym, because all of those things are going to be less effective than they could be if you're not properly rested. I'm talking about deep quality sleep that allows your body to recover and rebuild itself for optimal performance. But we're also going to go over some science-based methods that you can use to fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. Now first, let me explain why resting well is so important. When you don't get enough sleep, it causes an increase in the stress hormone cortisol. This cortisol spike will make you feel more stressed during the day. It can negatively affect your mood and cause feelings of anxiety or even depression. Not to mention that chronically elevated cortisol levels are associated with serious health issues like high blood pressure, weight gain, memory loss, and even decreased immunity. On the other hand, getting enough good quality sleep leads to lower cortisol levels, which helps reduce stress and improves your overall mood. This is just one example of how your sleep affects your health, but there are many others. For example, getting enough sleep is necessary for proper brain function, muscle growth and repair, better metabolism, a stronger immune system, improved memory consolidation, and much better reaction times. In fact, studies show that sleep deprivation has negative effects on strength, power, endurance, accuracy, and general athletic performance. Just like not getting enough sleep can have huge effects on your recovery from injuries. In one study, they took 29 healthy young men and deprived them of sleep. Then they had them perform some exercises to induce muscle damage. And the results showed that only one night without sleep increased muscle damage markers by 200% after just one session of exercise. That's a huge effect. Another study gave elderly individuals either 6 or 8 hours of sleep per night for a week and then tested their immune function. They found that those who slept for 6 hours had a 30 higher risk of catching a cold compared to the group that slept for 8 hours. Getting enough sleep is also crucial for cognitive function. One study showed that sleep deprivation led to a decrease in cognitive flexibility, which is the ability to switch between tasks quickly. On top of that, another study found that sleep deprivation impairs decision-making and risk assessment, which can obviously be problematic in everyday life. So now that you know how much of a difference proper rest can make, let's move on to some proven methods that you can use to get better sleep at night. Now the first tip seems obvious, but it's setting a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day, even on weekends. Doing this helps regulate your body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, leading to better sleep. A consistent sleep schedule helps ensure that you get enough rest, while still allowing for some flexibility in case you need to stay up late for work or other obligations. For example, try to go to bed between 9:30 and 10 p.m. and wake up around 6 a.m. With that extra sleep, you should have no problem getting through the day without involuntarily falling asleep. And then, once you have a solid routine established, stick to it as closely as possible. You might be able to get away with sleeping in a bit later on the weekends, but try not to stray too far from your weekday schedule. It's better to wake up at 7 a.m. on a Saturday than to sleep in until noon and then feel groggy all day. And since we're talking about becoming more disciplined, the next step is to start cutting out caffeine intake, especially late in the day. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours, meaning that if you drink some in the morning, there will still be some in your system keeping you up by the time you want to go to bed. Also, alcohol might help you fall asleep faster, but it disrupts your sleep cycle once you're out. So cut out drinking before bed. Speaking of which, the next thing you want to do is avoid large meals and sugary snacks before bed. Large meals are difficult to digest and can cause discomfort, preventing you from getting a good night's sleep. Sugary snacks cause your blood sugar levels to spike and crash, potentially disrupting your sleep cycle. Instead, you can have a light snack if you're hungry, such as a handful of nuts, or maybe an apple. Alright, so now that you've avoided caffeine, alcohol, big meals, and snacks right before bed, you'll likely find yourself getting tired faster. And this brings us into our next tip, which is to start reading a book to pass the time before your eyes get droopy. Start reading a book at least half an hour before you want to be asleep. Reading can help relax your mind and body, making it easier to drift off to sleep. You see, reading requires focus and attention to detail, which helps divert your thoughts away from any stress or anxiety you may be experiencing. Once you start getting tired, you can actually take this one step further and start reading in bed. If you want to read for a bit longer, try laying in bed with your eyes open staring at the ceiling. This will help you relax even more and will signal to your body that it's bedtime. The next thing that you'll want to do is get some more sunlight first thing in the morning. Sunlight helps regulate your body's internal clock, helping you stay awake during the day and promoting better sleep at night. Just 10 to 20 minutes of sunlight exposure in the morning can help set your circadian rhythm and improve your sleep quality. So when you wake up, try to get some natural sunlight as soon as possible. You can open your curtains, go outside for a walk, or even just sit by a window and soak up the sun's rays. Another very simple thing that you can do is install a blue light filter on your phone. Blue light emitted from screens can interfere with your body's production of melatonin, which is the hormone that regulates sleep. So, install a blue light filter on your phone and other devices to help reduce eye strain and promote better sleep. Many phones already have a built-in blue light filter feature, so check your settings to see if you can turn it on. If not, you can download a third-party app that does the same thing. Next, you want to consider taking a nap during the day, but only under certain conditions. A well-timed nap can help reduce fatigue and improve alertness. However, the key is to keep the nap short, typically between 20 and 30 minutes, and to avoid napping too late in the day. This will prevent you from disrupting your nighttime sleep schedule. So if you feel fatigued during the day, try taking a short nap early in the afternoon to help boost your energy levels. Another good idea is to take a hot bath or use a heating pad before bed. The heat relaxes your muscles and increases blood flow, promoting relaxation and better sleep. Try taking a warm bath or using a heating pad on your feet or hands for about 10 to 15 minutes before bedtime. You can also use a physical heating pad, like a hot water bottle or heating pad. The point is to use heat to relax your muscles and calm your mind. Now, even though these tips should help you fall asleep faster and improve your sleep quality, there are still going to be nights where you wake up in the middle of the night and have trouble falling back asleep. And for those nights, you can try using an app like Calm or Headspace to help you meditate and get back to sleep. Guided meditation can help relax your mind and alleviate any concerns or thoughts that may be keeping you up. Alternatively, you could try progressive muscle relaxation, which involves tensing and relaxing different muscle groups to promote relaxation and reduce physical tension. You can also try breathing exercises, such as deep breathing, or the 4-7-8 method, which involves breathing in for 4 seconds, holding for 7 seconds, and then breathing out for 8 seconds. The point is to control your breathing to calm system and promote relaxation. Finally, last but not least, make sure that your room is dark, quiet, and cool. These conditions promote a comfortable sleep environment and can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Use blackout curtains if necessary, earplugs if you have noisy neighbors, and try to keep your room slightly cooler than you think you should. In fact, research suggests that a slightly cooler temperature, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, may promote better sleep and improved sleep quality. So that about wraps it up. I really hope this video has helped you out, and you can use it to start getting better sleep tonight. And if you want any extra help with your diet or workout plan, then head on over to your doctor where you can get a customized plan based on your preferences, goals, and your wish. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give us a like, share, subscribe, and comment on our channel. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to see you in next video.